Okay, do you understand what I have told till now? Okay, so they need
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir.
only focus on that particular module instead of focusing all the other modules. So obviously the effort or the overall time to modify the code will be much less. And these individual portions of code are generally stored in a module. Module 1, this is module 2, this is module 3, this is module 4, this is module 5, and so on. So the manager has to identify in which module the customer will make a question, and they actually inform the engineer of that module to modify it according to the new requirement of the customer. And this is called modular programming approach. Understood? Anyone has any problem?
No, sir.
Clear? Ekdom clear? So these modules in C programming can be implemented with the help of functions or methods. Okay, this modular concept in C programming language has been implemented with the help of functions or methods. Okay, here suppose you have thrown a birthday party at your home, right? And you have inviting 5 friends of you, and you have given each one responsibility to organize the birthday party. Suppose the first friend you have given to make the birthday cake. The second friend you have given the responsibility to talk with the caterer and decorations. Third friend you have given the responsibility to check the overall decorations of the birthday party, and in this way you will give the responsibility to each and individual friend. So if your invited guest will give a complaint to you, say, your birthday cake was not so good, then have you catch all your 5 friends? No, you are going to catch and asking to that particular friend to whom you have given the responsibility to make your birthday cake. Okay, so in this way you are reduce your effort of searching who has made the birthday cake. But if suppose you have not segregated the responsibility among your friends, and suppose one friend, or you can suppose you randomly all the friends are doing all the works, then you have to give some time to identify which among those 4 5 friends, which one has taken the responsibility of birthday cake. You have to identify, so you have to give some time to identify it. Okay, and then you can take some necessary actions to modify it. Okay, is it clear? Understood? This concept is called modular programming concept, which can be implemented in C programming with the help of functions or methods. Clear? Anyone has any doubt? Any question, any doubt? Okay, is it clear to everyone?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's move,
Yes, sir.
move into our PPT. Okay, so these are the predecessor
Sir,
and BCP language. Okay, one more thing I need to discuss, that is C programming language must follow a top-down design approach. Okay, whereas a Java programming must follow, or any kind of object-oriented programming must follow a bottom-up design approach, just opposite of top-down, a bottom-up design approach. From design approach point of view, if anyone will ask you what is the difference between structure programming and object-oriented programming, then you can say every structure programming must follow top-down design approach, and every bottom-up programming must follow every object-oriented programming must follow a bottom-up design approach. Okay, top-down design means you actually check the algorithm at once and then break the algorithm into number of small modules. এক্ষুনি একজন reply করলো that divide and conquer. Divide and conquer means যেটা the British people have played the game with us. Okay, before they are leaving our country. Okay, before they have given the independence, they have played the game with us. Divide and conquer. They divide our entire humanity in the name of religion. Okay, divide and conquer. So our the overall strength will be reduced. Okay, so So this top-down approach is actually following the concept of divide and conquer. That means the entire problem you have, a big problem you have received from the customer end, and you have divided the big problem into number of small problems. An example, suppose you are organizing a birthday party. So it's a big problem, a birthday party, okay, a bigger birthday party. Now we are dividing that birthday party responsibility among your 5 friends. One friend will take the responsibility of making cake, and one friend will take the responsibility of making catering. One friend will take the responsibility of making decorations. So you have given individual responsibility to individual friends. So you actually divide the big problem into smaller problems or smaller solutions. So it will be easier to find out the smaller solution, and at the end you will actually wrap up all the solution or integrate all the solution to get the ultimate solution. Clear? Everyone clear? Okay. Object oriented programming language এই মুহূর্তে বলা মুশকিল actually object oriented programming language, as it is called object oriented because it depends on object, how the objects are working in your programming language. So everything in that object oriented programming language is based on the concept of class and object. That's why it's called object oriented. But in C programming there is no concept of object.
Yes, sir. Inheritance.
There is no concept of object. Right now, I don't want to discuss about the object-oriented programming because you have a Java subject in your future C++ Java. You will definitely got a detailed discussion about object-oriented. But right now, you just remember object, class, and object. Object-oriented programming basic, or you can say basic building block of every object-oriented programming is class and object. Whereas the basic building block of every structure-oriented programming is a function and data. Functions and data. Data means input data, whatever input you have given. Okay. So because of understood the language, okay, understood the language, it is easy to understand, easy to learn. I already told, so it is easy for testing. Testing খুব সোজা। আমি এক্ষুনি তোমাদের বললাম testing means at the end of the birthday party, before starting the birthday party, when your friends has given you the response that they are ready with their own responsibility, your friend cake তৈরি করবে, he is ready with the cake. The friend who is actually performing decoration, he is ready with the decoration. So you actually taking the report, feedback report from your friends that your birthday has been successfully arranged. Okay, before the birthday party has been thrown, and that is called actually testing. You are testing. You actually performing the testing whether your birthday party has been correctly arranged or not. So testing the too easy because each and individual friend has their own responsibility. So you can test very easily which friend is doing which job and whether the job has been successfully done or not. Okay, এটা যদি না হয় একটাই ফ্রেন্ড সব রেসপন্সিবিলিটি যদি ফুলফিল করতো, then it is the problem. That friend is a very ওর উপর খুবই চাপ হয়ে যেত. Okay, he will be so much pressurized that whether he will do the cake or whether he will go for the decoration, whether he will go for the catering, he will completely mess up all the things. Okay, so that's why it is easy for the modular programming, easy testing. Okay, so understood. Up to this, anyone has any question? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Cleared.
Okay, okay. The last thing that the last topic that I want to discuss today, how we can write a C program. About the C basic history, characteristic I already discussed. Now, how we can write a C program? That means what is the basic structure of writing a C program? So the entire C program has been divided into number of these structures. Okay, these are the basic structure of entire C program. Okay. The entire C program is actually divided into the 6 sections. Documentation. Right now, we are not going to use all the section, but at the end of this subject, when you will learn the C programming language, I am very sure that you are going to learn all these sections. Okay, individually. I believe it. Okay. So just right now, I need to discuss with you. Just need to listen that documentation section. So documentation section is such kind of section. So this is a C compiler. I already told I am using Dev C++. I already told any compiler that you can use. So before you will open the editor, and after you will open the editor, you will have to save the editor first. Whatever program you will do, that you will do later, but you have to save the editor first. So the program name I have given, suppose first program. Okay. And remember the extension of a C file is always .c. The extension of a C file is always .c. But here the file has been stored with the extension of CPP. CPP means C++. CPP means C++. as I'm using the C++ software, that's why by default the extension of the file it has been taken as .cpp. Okay, because C program is suitable to run in both in both C compiler as well as C++ compiler. Remember it. The C program is suitable to run or to execute in both C compiler as well as C++ compiler. But vice versa is not true. Vice versa is not true. That means C++ program can run only in C++ compiler, but it is not supported by C compiler. Am I clear? Okay, so that's why we are using C++, which is a much higher domain. So we can run any program C or C++ in C++ compiler. We have no issue about it.
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
please. Follow.
Hello, sir.
Yes, follow.
Sir, but but sir, you can save it to .c extension and it will execute as C program.
Right. I know that. No problem. You can also hear, but I am asking about the C compiler. Suppose you are using Turbo C. In Turbo C, you are never
Okay, sir,
ever run C++ program. It will give error. Okay, C++ file will use kora hoy. The Turbo C compiler does not understand those files. It is not familiar with those files. But here it can be either used by .cpp or you can use .c. Okay, যখন save করার সময় extension গুলো তোমার চলে আসছে. When you are saving, look, all these extensions are there. Okay, you will get all these. Look, .c extension is also there. So C++ supports all the extension. I already told. It supports both the extensions, CPP as well as C. Okay, so you can save your program either by CPP or C, but vice versa is not true. Vice versa is not
sir.
okay. Achha, first section is documentation section. Documentation section means you can write a command line. It's called command line in this section. Okay, let me show you one video. Then I will discuss about it. That video will discuss about all these sections. Let's check it out. Let me give you the sound first. Share sound. Check this video carefully, okay?
In this Easy Ed video lecture, we are going to learn the basic structure of C program. Hey, it's time to concentrate now. Let's go through a C program. What do we see here is how a basic C program is divided into various sections. Every C program has certain compulsory part and certain optional parts. Let's study each section in detail. The first section is a documentation section. It consists of comment lines which are not compiled by compiler. Comments are added in a program to increase its readability and understandability. They are written by typing 2 reverse slashes before the statements. This is used to write a single line comment. A multi-line comment is written by typing reverse slash and a star followed by the comment lines, which is followed by the star and the reverse slash. Comments here specify the name of the program, author, and other details related to the program. It is used for future reference. Next section is the...
So do you understand about the comment section? What we are writing in the comment section? What we use the comment section for? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
We are using the comment section to give some general information about the program. The name of the program or who is the developer of the program, the general information. Obviously, when C compiler execute those information, it will give error because those information in the form of statement are given. We are not using that information as the input instruction of the C. That's why those instruction has been given in the form of documentation or document section or command line. Okay.
link section. All the library files that are to be included in the program are mentioned in this section. The compiler is thus informed about the library files to be linked with the program. This process is called as linking. All statements which start with the hash include...
This linking process is very important. Okay, linking process is such kind of process which actually link the source, the header file. These are called header files. That's why the extension is .h. Okay, with the source code. This is your source code. Source code means your actual program, and header file should not be part of your actual program. We will write the header file as a part of the program, but it should be considered as a library file which is explicit of the program. আমরা main প্রোগ্রামটাকে বলি that we are writing after the header file, starting from void main or main, we will write the actual program. And what is the job of the header file? Very simple. Suppose you are doing a project. Okay, suppose you are doing a project, and I am giving you some reference book. The, these are the reference book you require to help your project, or require to write. The reference book helps you require to write your project. So you will go to your library, take those reference book, and from those reference book you will get lots of help to write your project. So here in this C program, this reference book is working like this header files or library files, what I will say. Header files or library files. These are the reference book. And from this reference book, you will get immense help to write your program. Okay, you will get immense help to write your program. How you will get the help? That we will see in the next class while we are doing some program. Okay.
The hash include text belong to the link section. For
So we can
example,
also make the header file now.
hash includes st.
We can also make the header file. User header file can be possible to make in any programming language. You can make, even in C programming language, we can also make the header files. Okay, I mean that header file is running with your own name. Okay, but right now we don't, in your curriculum it is
got
not there. We don't want to
Page
see.
better.
We actually use the
तो
header
मोबाइल
file.
कितना यूज हुआ सुबह से?
Yes, we actually use the header file.
550 MB खाली है.
अरे मीटिंग चल रहा था ना
Yeah. क्या है? Any problem?
डायरेक्टर लेवल क्रॉस जिसमें करेक्ट है बाबू ना तब मेरा ग्रुप पीडी 2001 होना चाहिए तभी डायरेक्टर
Mute yourself.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
stdio.h links the library file stdio to the program. The next section is the definition section. All the symbolic constants that are to be used in the program are defined here. All statements which start with the hash defines the text belong to the definition section. Next section is the global declaration section. All the variables which are used in more than one function are called as global variables.
These functions are actually working with just like your friends. Okay, function 1 is your first friend who is taking the job of a cake, making the cake. Function 2 is your second friend who is taking the job of making the decorations. Function 3 is the third friend who will taking the job of making catering. Okay, so these are the functions, and in global declaration sections we can use these functions. Okay,
And they should be declared before they are used anywhere in the program in this section. All the user-defined functions are also declared here. Next section is the main function definition section. Every C program must have exactly one main function. All the statements in the main section must appear between the opening and the closing brace and must end with a semicolon.
this is very important. Every C program must have only one and only one main function. Even birthday party, a card birthday party is your birthday party. So you are the main focus of that party. So you are the main function. So all the friends are reporting to you because it's your birthday party. Okay. In the same way, the main function, every C program must have only one main function, only one, not more than one. Only one main function must have at least and only one main function, and that function will contain number of statements, and every statement must end it with a semicolon, and that should be covered with a braces. This is called brace. Don't use second bracket. Okay, second bracket the term used for the mathematics. Here we are using braces. Open brace, close brace. Okay.
Curly braces.
Yes, curly braces, open braces, close braces, and this bracket we are using in mathematics as a first bracket, but here we don't use first bracket. We will use parenthesis, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, left parenthesis. This one is right parenthesis. Parenthesis, parenthesis. Remember it.
This section has two parts. First part is the declaration part, as every C variable must be declared before its use. Therefore, all the variables to be used in the main section are declared here in the declaration section and thus can be used later. Second part is the execution part. This part consists of the main logic which solves the program. Next section is the user-defined function definition section. All the users define functions that are called by the main function and are defined here. All the sections except the main section may not.
Look, this main section is you, and this user defined functions are your friends. Okay, so all the friends are generally connected with you, right? They don't know each other. তারা নিজেদেরকে চেনে না কিন্তু, because they are friends of yours. Okay, they are not the friends of each other. Okay, they are friends of yours. So all friends are directly connected with you. So that's why from the main functions, all the friends are connected or calling. Okay, in the same way, in the C program there is only one main function, and there may be multiple user-defined functions. Okay, while we'll learn about the user-defined function, I will show you in a very detailed mode how we can use it. Okay?
Not be present in the program if not required, but every program must have exactly one main section.
Seriously, pay attention. This is important.
Okay. So this is all about this today's class. Okay, and for next class we will start to discuss about the basic programming of C. Okay. So I hope you have understood these things. And in the next class I will also discuss about in more details about how we can write the program. Okay. Okay, I'm calling your names. Please everyone respond. Shomurup Ghosh.
Present, sir.
Okay. Abdul Naim. Abdul Naim. Absent.
So
Ritu
last year was a net problem, something like this, sir.
Acha. Ritu Mahato.
Present, sir.
Okay. Orpon Mondol.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Shayanu Ghatak.
Present, sir.
Anjali Singh.
Present, sir.
Okay. Sudipta Shah. Sudipta Shah.
Sir, he is present, sir. He
Okay.
is facing some network issues.
Okay. Shubhro Shah.
Present, sir.
Krishna Doipan Nandi. Absent. Krishna Doipan Nandi. Acha. Agra Paul. Sorry, Orgo Paul.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. Saurashish Nath.
Present, sir.
Manana Mukherjee. Absent.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Okay. Shoikat Guchai.
Present, sir.
Shobik Das.
Present, sir.
Okay. Shobik Das.
Sir, he is present.
Ritik
Yes,
Paul.
sir.
Ritik Paul.
Present, sir. Present, sir. Present.
Joyashree Ghosh.
Sir, she is present. Her mic isn't working.
Okay. Shoikat Sarkar.
Present.
Joyashree, repair your mic. এক্সামের সময় কিন্তু এই কথাগুলো I am not going to listen. Okay, mic is not working. Your number is also not working. Shayan Das. Absent. Shubhro Somo Ghosh. Absent. Adesh Sharma.
Present, sir.
Arnab Mondol.
Present, sir.
Tushar Yadav.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Yes. Pranto Digari. Pranto Digari.